So again, I would advise you to stop sucking sour and learn how we operate, because we're not going anywhere.
It was a revival meeting wrapped in a memorial, a political rally dressed as church. And by the end of the night, it was clear this was not only about Charlie Kirk's death, it was about his afterlife in politics. Donald Trump stood on the stage like a man at the center of a prophecy. He called Charlie Kirk a martyr. Other politicians promised to carry out his mission. The crowd cheered as if the passing of the man had lit some sort of sacred fire. To me, this was not mourning, this was a mobilization. And here is where we have to tell the truth here. What we saw in that arena was not simply faith-finding public expression, it was religious nationalism on full display. That is the truth. That is my truth. This is my freedom of expression. This is my First Amendment right to be able to tell you the truth from my point of view. Not just from my point of view. This is what it is. The language was unmistakable. Take the nation back for God. Restore America's covenant. This is a holy calling. That's what it sounded like. This is not the language of democracy. This is the language of domination.
Is the dick that you suck, is it sour? Is that a sour dick that you suck? Because you surely are like the lemon that in your name. I mean, you just are. Is that dick sour? That's what I want to know. I mean, I would advise you not to suck it anymore. Nevertheless, I'm sorry, Tyrone.
Choke me to death, Shelly.
Oh Look, first of all, again, our founding fathers, our First Amendment right, it says government cannot control. You can't control what people believe. All those people in that auditorium, I'm sure most of them, if not all of them, were Christians. Some of them reaffirmed, rededicated. Some of them accepted, Christ for the first time. Okay, fine. Now they have a purpose, or they're finding out what their purpose is. Some of their purpose is going to show up in politics. Some of it might show up in the workplace, in other places, in media, wherever else it may be. But you better believe they have a purpose. And I bet you it's not to kiss up to the likes of Don Lemon. No, certainly not anymore. They're not taking your stuff. They're not taking the Dana Bashes and the Jasmine Crockett stuff of the world. No, they're not. Some of them, again, all different types of personalities. Some of them may be a little bit more calmer, if you will. I don't know if that's the right word, but calmer than others. Like President Trump. I needed to hear President Trump. I needed to hear Stephen Miller yesterday. I loved hearing all of them. But again, everybody brought something different, and it served the need of that celebration of Charlie Kirk's life. But the rest of us are still here living, and we have a purpose, and we're going to live it out, Dawn. We're going to live it out. So again, I would advise you to stop sucking sour dicks and learn how we operate, because we're not going anywhere.
Yeah. I didn't know you were going to take it there, but yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. And folks, I want to talk to conservatives tonight. What I'm about to say, please do not let the left and the mainstream media make you back away from Christian nationalism. Okay. Yes, this is what it is. Yes, this is what we're about. And we are, as Charlie Kirk mentioned, salt and light, folks. And we are going to own Christian nationalism. I did a whole series. We did a whole series on this. Actually, before this, God has a way of doing things. We started a 3-part series on KJ Christian Conservative. We started this last Thursday, I think it was. 3-part series on Christian nationalism, what it is and what it is not. Please check it out if you haven't done so already. This was before the memorial, and now this is all they're talking about: Christian nationalism, Christian nationalism. Folks, Christian nationalism, I'm going to say what it's not. It's not white supremacy. It's not forced religion or a theocracy. It is a recognition that Christ is Lord over every sphere of our lives: family, church, and government. And it's a call. It's a call for Christians to be engaged in preserving a nation that honors God. It's nothing wrong with that, folks. We need to own this. This is what we need, because guess what? The left has a religion too. It's called secularism. This is their religion. Remember when they were wearing the COVID necklaces and all that crap? They have a religion. And what we've done is there's a void now that has been left since we have pushed away from this Christian nationalism. There's a void. And when we retreat, as we have done over these last several years, what do we get? We get abortion laws. We get sexual confusion in our schools. We get the breakdown of the family. We need to embrace Christian nationalism. So yes, Dawn, this is what it was. It was a revival. You should be scared, because we're coming back for our schools. We're coming back for our workplaces. And you might catch us shouting Holy Ghost in the schools now. I have no issue with it. None whatsoever. It's American. So that's what I have to say on that. Tyrone, what are your thoughts on all of this?
Well, it's important that Americans understand what has gone on with respect to the West whenever they've decided to reject faith. Okay. If you look at France, for example, back during their revolution, they rejected being a nation of faith. Look at the position they're in now, right? They actually have, because they got rid of the Christian bulwark, they actually are about to have a state religion again. Okay. And it ain't Christianity. It ain't Judaism. Okay. But it is one more. It's the last Abrahamic religion. It's Islam. Look at what happened with Henry VIII when he wanted to get his annulment, and the Pope wouldn't give it to him. So they
created a new religion. Yeah.
And we're going to create our own thing. Now, the head of the Church of England, King Charles, everybody's saying King Charles is a Muslim now. Okay. So, and look at the states of the UK. The UK, when Starmer came over here, and I'm so glad Trump embarrassed him, because Starmer was making all of this noise about how they'd go it alone and fight Russia. And Trump was like, come on, man. Really? I mean, Russia probably take y'all out in an afternoon. Okay. And that's the reality of it. So when you look at the decline of the West, you cannot examine it without also looking at how these countries, traditional Christian countries, have rejected their indigenous faith. And here we are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't let it, so we're gonna recognize ours, Dawn. Okay, and look, real quick, Dawn is a closeted conservative. Listen to some of the stuff Dawn used to say back in the day.
Right. Back in the day, he was a blue dog. Yeah, back in the day, he was a blue dog. But
he's changed. I think he's changed now. I don't know, but I want to get these super chats. Yeah. I want to get these super chats because the chat is going wild. Thank you all so much. Is my connection okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's see here. Who do we have here? Thank you guys so much. Please, as you all come in, hit the like button. That really helps the channel get in front of a wider audience, and we appreciate the support.